Everybody, it's Mr. GPT360 here, Gorilla Powertrain. I hope you woke up today motivated, encouraged, optimistic, enthusiastic, inspired, empowered, positive, and love from above. Another day, another way. If you feel any other way about yourself, you need to reevaluate your circumstances, understand where you're at in life and what you're doing, and what you have to do to make a change. We have a choice to make a change. Speaking of change, today is Martin Luther King Day. He was all about change. He wanted to change the world. He changed a nation. They named streets after him. He changed governments. He changed politicians. He changed states. He changed a lot. He died for what he believed in. Now, I see a lot of people posting things about Martin Luther King, the quotes, the pictures, but do you really understand what he stood for? Change. He stood for change, literally, literal change. Nothing short shy of that. Now, what he did daily, he did that every day of his life until his passing, until someone chose and decided to take his life. But one thing I need everybody to understand, everybody needs to understand, how impactful he really was, what he did for me, my generation, the generations before me, and the generations that are after me. The amount of ignorance that is coming across this earth, well, in the U.S. that I've seen is becoming more and more abundant because people aren't appreciating the idea of what the generations of the old have done for us. They don't understand the real appreciation of that. So, when he gave that I Had a Dream speech, 250,000 people appeared to that, showed up for that. They gave him the Nobel Peace Prize. Back then, that was like a great honor. He made it so you, I, many others can do what we do today and get power positions in all aspects of our life, whether it be physically, mentally, and spiritually. He made it so we could prevail and be determined and be consistent and direct ourselves and be disciplined. He made it so we could do all these things. But you know what he did most of all? He showed what his worth was. He showed by his actions. He died so his generations to come could live. He did what he did so his children's children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, and so forth, could have a life and live what it is that they were taught to live. So every day we get up, like he got up. Every day he wrote speeches, read speeches, went to different high schools, conferences, anything of the sort that he can get his message out. But he had a passion about something. That passion was his purpose. That purpose was his power. And he had a gift. He had a gift to understand. He understood what his gift was, and he put it forward in all aspects of who he was. He stood fast in what he believed in. He never settled for less. He never stopped putting in what he believed in. He showed he was a reflection of who we are supposed to be daily. We're supposed to wake up, be consistent, and direct ourselves. He was a gorilla. He was a beast. He was a dominating contender, and he dominated relentlessly every day. And how did he do that? He showed his power through direction and influence. Not only others, but himself as well. He directed and influenced millions, but he did that through discipline and consistency. He trained himself daily, and he did speak of education. So if you think you're going to devalue yourself by getting an education, you are highly mistaken. Get that education. I don't care what walk of life you choose to go into, but get that education. The more you read, the more you know, the better off you are. Don't think that all these get-rich-quick schemes are going to help you, because they're nothing but get-rich-quick schemes. All this stuff on all these internet platforms, they're not going to feel you can find anything you want on the internet, literally. You got YouTube University, Google, all those platforms, and they will help you get what you need, but you also got to read. You got to find, you got to search, you got to destroy, you got to study, you got to practice, you got to go through instruction. It's the way of life. It's what you're meant to do. You only get so far with the things you know, but the more you know, the better off you are. Like they say, don't chase success. Create value within yourself, and success will follow. Just take it for what it's given. I hope everybody has a great day. Be blessed. Understand what your worth is in this world, and understand what your power, your passion, your purpose is. Direct and influence. Instruction and practice. Dominate relentlessly on a daily. Don't settle for less. Martin Luther King didn't, and no matter what, he died for us. He died for what he believed in. He left a legacy. That man never needs a tombstone. His name is his tombstone. Everybody have a blessed day. Gorilla Powertrain GPT360. Deuce, I'm out.